Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth Summerlin and I am the Capstone Coordinator for Grovetown High School. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for taking time out of your night to judge our senior projects. Our seniors are very excited to show you what they've been working on all school year, and they are thankful that so many of their teachers and so many members of the community have come out to support them. Now I'm going to take the opportunity to go through the rubric because I know some judges are nervous about assessing these students. It is a major component of their grade. It begins with the introduction. The student should hook the audience in some type of way and should introduce themselves. They may hook first and introduce, or they may introduce and then hook, just as long as they have those components. The speech should be organized and logical. It should not jump back and forth. It should be rehearsed and smooth. They will have a conclusion that should wrap up their speech effectively. It should hit on all of their points. They should be able to handle questions in an intelligent, confident, mature fashion. That doesn't mean always having the answers, but that means having maturity to say they do not have the answer. Research. They did do a research paper, and it is a major aspect of their project, but they may not spend their entire speech on it. They may speak about their research for 2 minutes, but as long as they cite a source and they have research, then this should be counted. Their product is where the majority of the time should be spent. This is what they did. This is what we are most interested in. They learned a skill. They made an object. They applied their knowledge. They volunteered somewhere. You will notice that students had 8 hours worth of job shadowing with a mentor in their field, and they had 8 hours to do some type of extension. And this extension can be volunteering, this extension can be making an object or a lesson or anything along those lines, as long as they use the knowledge they learned in some kind of acceptable way. The learning stretch. This is how they grew, how they changed, how they were affected. This may be an affirmation that they are in the correct field. Many of our students have learned that the field they thought they were interested in is not the field that they should go into. Delivery. Control of voice is how the speaker sounds. They should refrain from fillers. They should speak clearly and with enunciation. They will stumble from time to time, but it should for the most part be clear. Professionalism. A student should stand up straight and present without nervous gestures. Some of them will have some nervous gestures. We cannot get rid of any of that or all of that, but it should for the most part be very practiced and rehearsed. They should avoid reading their speech and they should make eye contact as much as possible. Visual aids. Now the PowerPoint that each student will have is one visual aid. It should be neat, it should be orderly, it should be easy to read. The other visual aid may be a poster or a pamphlet or a brochure or a video or a photo gallery, anything else that proves their product. Appearance. All of our students should be dressed professionally. We suggest business professionalism, so a suit and tie typically. Not all of our students can afford this. So as long as the student is dressed professionally and neat, then you should judge this accordingly. The time is really a component that you do not have much control over. If the student speaks for 8 to 10 minutes, they get all 5 points, and then it's broken down accordingly. Please do realize that if you give a child a 6 out of 10, for example here, that is a 60. We do want you to be aware of the numbers you are putting here. So if you put a 6 in one of these categories, you are essentially failing that child in that category. So please grade wisely. Also, we ask that you remember that these are students. They are 17 and they are 18 and they are not yet adults in the world. So please hold that in your mind as you assess their professionalism and as you assess the depth of their knowledge. You are encouraged to give the grade you feel that child deserves, and we will uphold your decision. But we do ask that you think and consider the age and experience of the student. Thank you again for spending your evening with us, and we hope that you learn and see many wonderful things, and we hope that you are as proud of our students as we are. Thank you.